just make a yelling thumbnail then. Hello everyone, this is microevans ASMR, and tonight, for the main course, we're having a dose of cringe. Okay, so recently I've been scrolling through my old photos and I found the precious gem of ultimate cringe that I probably be experiencing all my life. So I found a picture which is gonna like break somebody's face palm into half, I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna show it to you and react to it, but first we need to do some storytelling. Back in high school, when I was about 16 years old, I really wanted to get a short haircut, the garçon type haircut, which I've been wearing for a few years now. But at that time, I was not sure about it. Like, you know, it's always hard to make up your mind about either cutting your hair off or like growing it out, because you always fear that it might not work well for you. So I was having the same type issues at the time, and also well, because I was a teenager, kind of a kid at that time, my family felt compelled to change my mind about it. So when I told them, they're constantly going after me and trying to say like maybe you'd like just a bob, you know, but not the like boyish type haircut. Well, so with that level of self-consciousness and doubt induced mostly by my mother, my grandma, I set my way to the hairdressers. And you know, when you are like 16 and you don't work yet, things you've got to pay money for, sometimes you have to go there with your parents. And so back then I had to go to the hairdressers with my parents as well. And usually it goes like this: you enter a hairdresser's salon and you like find the free hairdresser for now, or you may have an appointment with them. You sit in the chair and then the hairdresser asks you like, what would you like to get? And because I was not sure at that time, I was still doubting it, and I showed her a picture that I thought was the hairstyle that I wanted. And she started explaining something to me like, oh, maybe her hair of the model in the photo is a bit longer, or some other stuff. And then my mum kicked in and started talking to the hairdresser, and she started like bargaining with her, like maybe you can trim there like differently and you leave something there. So they were conversing, and I was sitting there and trying to understand what they actually meant. So the hairdresser in the end suggested me some kind of MIDI option, like sort of compromise. So she tried to explain to me what she meant in detail, but I'm so bad at imagining hairstyles and how they would if they would suit me or someone else or not. I'm really bad at it. So I didn't really visualize what she meant. And possibly that was the crucial mistake that I made. But in the end, I did what I usually do when I'm very nervous and freaking out. I told myself that, well, there's nothing else for it. Let's just try it and see how it goes. You can always change it. You can always cut it short. You can always shave your head. I don't know what could be worse than a bad haircut. So I try to calm myself down, like, and she made the hairstyle, the hairdresser. I didn't see anything until she finished the cutting and the styling too. And then I looked in the mirror and like I thought, like, well, I usually look not very losky after the hairdresser, so I may come home, and in the morning I have a normal hairstyle after I've slept and style it the way I see best. But of course at that time I couldn't hairstyle for the life of it. So next day I went to school, and when I came into the class and the first lesson started, nobody really said anything to me, except, my classmates didn't really say anything. Like, they may have looked a certain way, but I thought it was just like unexpected, the changes. But when the lesson started, the teacher was like checking who was in class and who wasn't, and when she read my name, she looked at me and was like, "Oh, I see some changes here." I was like, "Okay, yeah, thanks for pulling some attention at me," but I was still like, "Cool, okay, I've changed my hairstyle, it's all fine. It's just people not used to seeing me like that." When I came home, I started looking in the mirror, and I really didn't know it was that bad, honestly. But I took a picture, and that's the exact picture that I'm gonna show you now. Only like after I posted that picture on my social media and started getting comments from people who hadn't seen me by that time yet, only then it started sinking in what nest I had on my head. Like, okay, so let's just look at it together. So get ready for the super duper cringe. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, the hair length. I'm looking at it on my tablet and it's just awful. Oh dear. Like, I was walking like this. I was walking around the school and in the street, possibly. No. Well, okay, not in the street because it was winter, but it's like I'm fucking Justin Bieber gone wild. Oh dear. This is basically a picture that I'm gonna show my kid if I ever have a kid. If they tell me they want to make a hilarious haircut, like, I'm gonna possibly say something like, "You can make it, but be ready for the super duper cringe. I still have it here, I can't look at it. It's just preposterous. I have deleted it in all my social media, but I just left it in my private messages, just for myself, just to save it for later, because I feel like I might need a dose of cringe someday. I might use it, I don't know where, but possibly I will. That's just a no-go. No, that's it. I've had enough. So, these days, I'm ever so careful about my hairstyles. I'm always self-conscious. I'm always inconfident about what I have on my head. Like, just before the recording started, I was checking it, and I'm never happy with it. Like, well, occasionally, but most times I'm always searching for something better. I'm never happy with my skills at styling, although everyone tells me it looks fine or even good, but I just can never believe it. And I remember all my attempts at making a normal hairstyle, but I cut my hair short twice in my life. That was the first time. Second time was like when I started cutting it short continuously, and I've never grown it out ever since. And second time I looked just like Justin Bieber again. Might find a picture actually. Here it is. Like, it's a little bit better. We can agree on that. But still, every time I see those photos, I heavily cringe, but especially the first one, because it was just utter horror. It took me like almost a year to grow it out normally, and the thing was that a year later it was due to me. I was due to have my prom. I was finishing school, and I wanted some longer hair for the prom because I felt I could do some okay styling. Well, and I might show you. No, I won't show it you because it doesn't concern this video. But anyways, it took me a lot of time to grow that hair out again, and it didn't look any better when I was doing that. When I was growing it out, it looked like some messy what's-its around about. I don't know. So, in conclusion, what can I say? If you have long hair and you want to cut it like really short, and especially like asymmetric, not like the bob, which is just short hair, but asymmetrically like this, you know, different level hair. At first, my main advice is to always discuss it thoroughly with your hairdresser, with your barber, whoever cuts your hair, because they are going to be responsible for the result. The hairstyle itself, it may be fine, it may be really okay, but you just need to discuss exactly what you want to get. Not take any crap from the barber. Like, if they want to suggest something to you, maybe ask them to show you a picture or something, because especially if you have the same low level of fantasy when it comes to visual appearance, you should ask for a picture or something. And if you don't understand which hairstyle they want to make you, you can always grow your hair back. Always. It may take a while, like it did with me, but well, at least maybe you shouldn't attempt cutting your hair off before a prom, because just in case it doesn't go well. Although if you follow the first step, most chances it will go okay. At least it will look human, not something pumpkin-like. I don't know. That was just horrible. And well, the message I definitely want to convey to you: you should never be afraid to cut your hair off. You should never be afraid to experiment with the hairstyles, because anything, it would be fine in the end. But you just need to be sure that you're making exactly the hairstyle that you want for yourself, okay? Not the one that somebody suggests to you and you don't understand what they mean. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching this video, because you've definitely watched it, I think. This is so cringy, I don't know. And you can express your opinions, any sort of opinions, in the comments. I think we can have a laugh together, because okay, yeah, please let me know what you think of this format. Any notices, any suggestions, criticisms, comments. And you may subscribe to my channel if you'd like to, because sometimes I make funny videos. I hope it was funny at least. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video and in my live streams, so stay tuned for that.